Hi students, after a long time I'm going to upload a video for PHP functions and arrays. In this session you are going to learn PHP functions and arrays, and already have learned what is function in your 11th standard, so no need much more explanation about function. So what is function? Function, it is nothing but it is a block of code, a block of segment, or a small subroutine in a program. That is what called as function. Because you have already learned in your 11th standard, that's why I told no need to give much more explanation for function. And already I have taught in your 11th standard how many types of functions are there. We can classify the functions into three types. One is user defined function, another one is predefined or system or built-in function, and the third one is parameterized function. So user defined function, it is nothing but each and every programming language allows the user to create their own functions, that is user defined functions. So according to your wish, you can create your function and you can run your function or a block of code, whatever it is. And next one is how to declare a function. Before going to declare a function as a user defined or by the user, you have to give a keyword called function. So after that you can give the function name, and after that you can give your logics. Logic means nothing but it is your code, your segment, for what purpose you are going to create a program. And that is what user defined function, and how to declare the function. For that, for the reference, please go through your book. And next one is function calling. So how a function will be executed? Without calling the function never executes. Okay, so for execute the function, we have to create a function call statement within the program. So programmer has to create function calling path inside the respective program. So now I'm going to create a function, and I'm going to work out a function. For that, I have to open Notepad++. So see here, Notepad++ is here, and next one I have to give a small program. I have to type a small program what they have given in your book. That is what I'm going to type here. So see here, whatever it is, it has to be start with the PHP tag, has to be start with the question mark PHP. And next one, in the next line, see here, in this line I'm going to create a function. For that I have to give the keyword function. Yes, function I have given. And next one is function name. I'm going to give insert, insert. It is enough. So it should be ends with the braces, I mean, sorry, not braces, that is bracket. Okay, so open curly brace. And next one, this is the message inside the function what I have to print, that is the message I'm going to give here. To print the message, I have to give echo statement, echo within the double quotes, welcome to learn PHP. Okay, and finally the double quotes has to be closed, and next one, it should be end with semicolon. In the next line I have to close the segment, because open curly braces is for opening the segment and close curly braces is for closing the segment. And next one is my program, and how the function will execute. Without the user, the function never execute. So that the function, the user has to be called the function, the user has to be called the function. So that in this place I have to create a function calling statement. For that I have to use the function, I mean call the function again here. So insert, insert. Okay, the first one function insert, the second line the function insert is called function. This one is known as calling function or function call statement. So next one, I have to close the segment. I have to close the program. So now I'm going to save. So already I have installed exam server. In that exam server, I'm going to save my program in htdocs. Okay, so function func1.php. So already I have given a small examples for the fourth lesson how to execute your program, how to execute PHP programs. For that we need to install exam server or WAMP server. Here I have installed exam server. So see here, exam server. First of all we have to open the exam server. After opening the exam server, through Apache only we are going to execute our PHP programs. So that we have to start the Apache server here. So please close here, and next one is open any browser. Okay, so here go to localhost, and next one is give the function name func1.php. see, welcome to learn PHP, because this is what known as function. How to create a function? Already explained you. To create a function we need to give the keyword called function, and next one we have to give the function name. Insert is my function name within the block, and this is what known as block, a bunch of code, a block of segment or whatever it is, a segment or a subroutine, whatever it is we can call it. And this is what known as function call statement. Because of calling the function only, I can get the result like this, what I have given within the function. Because of calling the function only, I can get the result like this. This is what known as function. So next one is we are going to see parameterized function. So parameterized function, it is nothing but, see here, if I have given something in this function, within the bracket, if I have given something, that is what known as parameterized function. For that I have given already some programs, so predefined programs. Already I have saved some programs. Now I am going to open that programs, and I will show you, and I will execute you. So for that watch keenly here. Okay, so htdocs is here. Maybe so we will open through notepad itself. So function 1 is already there. So this is the function, open. So see here. Okay, now I will give an example program for parameterized function. So parameterized function, it is nothing but, if you have given something here, if it may be a variable, whatever it is, within the function bracket, that's what known as here parameterized function. So it is nothing but required information can be shared between function declaration and function calling part inside the program. This is what inside the program. So required information shared between the function declaration or called function, between called function and calling function, that is what known as here parameterized function. The parameter is also called as arguments. Whatever else you have given here, that is what known as here parameter or else arguments. So for this we can give a program. For this I am going to type a program here. So again we have to start with the question tag, and next one is php, and after that I have to give my function name. So for that, before going to create a function, I have to give function keyword. Okay. So next one is I have to give function name for my function. So I'm going to give here yes name. Okay. So here I'm going to give a variable, that is what, parameter or arguments. So dollar symbol, it may be a variable. So next one is I have to open my segment, which means my function. So next one is echo, and next one within the double quotes, sorry, next one I have to access my variable. I have to call my variable to retrieve the value what it is stored in a. So a, and after that double quotes in Perambalur. Okay. So next one I have to close, and in this session I have to call my function. Okay. So here I have to give school name within the, sorry, not school name, because here I have to call my function. So what is my function name? For that I have to give the value. Okay. Yes name is my function. So within that I have to give a statement within double quotes. So G G M H yes yes. Okay, this is what my value for my function. So with this we conclude the program. So now I'm going to save my program. So para.php is my program name. So I have saved my program. So to run my, after saving my program, to run my program I have to open any browser. In that browser I have to give my name, localhost. I have to open my localhost. After that I have to give my program name. So my program name is para.php. So see here, a small error is there, we have to rectify the error. So what is the error? We have to notify it. So here we can give br statement, which is bracket, sorry, break statement, that is no need, because only one statement I have given, because only one function calling statement I have created, so that no need to give any break statements. So again we'll go here. So again it is giving the same error, expecting. So some small mistake is there. So again we will try to rectify the mistake. Name, everything is okay. Echo, okay, fine. A small mistake is there. I don't know why it. In line 2 it is showing an error. PHP function function. So see, in line 2 unexpected. So I couldn't notify the error because everything is okay in my point of view, everything is okay, so that I couldn't notify the error. Parse error is there, syntax error, unexpected, expecting, para. Okay. So to run program, go here. Okay, so again I'll show, I'll run the program after it. Next one is a small same parameterized function for your reference. I'm going to give another example. So for parameterized function, for that again I have to open PHP, and the next one is I'm going to give a small addition program through parameterized function. For that I'm going to give function sum is my function name. So within the bracket, this is what parameter or else arguments, dollar symbol x comma dollar symbol y. Okay, so here, yes, I notified my error. So para.php, this is what my error, because you never closed your parameterized function. If you close your parameterized function, it never executes, I think so. So, and here, yes, ggms is in parameter, because if you have closed your function, that would be over in that particular line itself, because it's never executes afterwards, so that we never close our function. Okay, so this is what the mistake I have done, so I have rectified it. So here I'm going to execute another program. So don't close your program. If you have given semicolon afterwards the function, it never executes, which means the function is over itself. The function is over in that line itself, so that it never executes. So next one is, here I have to give dollar symbol z, another variable. It is for storing the value of x and y added together. So next one is dollar symbol x plus dollar symbol, sorry, dollar symbol y. So, and moreover, here I have to open my segment, and here I have to close my segment. So next one is sum. So here I have to call, and dollar symbol a is equal to 10, and dollar symbol b is equal to 15. Control S, para 1.php. So let us see how it is going to be executed. Maybe any errors comes, we have to rectify it. Yes, error is there, so rectify that. We have to go to the program. Again we have to unexpected a. So some technical error is there, to rectify that. See, we can solve this error in another way. For that we have to use echo statement, echo, and here we can give values for x and y. So 5 plus 10, and we can close it dot. We have to access the function, we have to call the function name here sum. Within the bracket we have to give the value what I have given within the double quotes, that should be give here 5 comma 10. Okay, so with this my program is going to be end when finish. So again I have to save here. Yes, unexpected. This is a program they have given in your book. So let us see how we can solve this one. Yes, a small error is there. So here I have to give the double quotes. So again save the program, go to the browser. So I forgot to give a small statement called return is at return return dollar symbol is at, because in is only the addition of the values have stored. For that I have to access the value return is at. Now we can get our result as 15. Yes, exactly, 5 plus 10 is equal to 15, and this is another simple example program for parameterized function. And next one is arrays. Arrays, it is nothing but it is another data type. Arrays is concept that is specially designed for storing more than one element in a variable. That is what called as arrays. Within the array data type we can save homogeneous type of elements. So homogeneous is nothing but the same type of values. It may be float values or it may be integer values. Integer value is nothing but whole values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. A float value, it is nothing but 5.1, 6.1, 7.8, 5.9, so like this. So if you have stored pointed values, fractional values, that is what known as floating values. We can classify the arrays in PHP into three types. One is indexed arrays, next one is associative arrays, third one is multi-dimensional arrays. So indexed arrays, it is nothing but we can give values. Index arrays with numeric index for the available values in array value variable which contains key value pair as user. A developer can take the values using keys, which means indexed arrays is nothing but for giving the values, which means what are the values you are going to store within the arrays. For that values you can give some index values. With that index value we can retrieve the elements. So for that also I can give small examples example programs. So for that also we have to for that also we have to start with PHP. So next one is we have to create an array. Whatever the name you want, you can give. That is the specialty of creating variables or array, whatever it is. So A is my array name. After that I have to give. Okay, so next one is I have to give array keyword. So next one I have to give here A comma B comma C. These are all the values I have stored in this variable A. Sorry, not variable, array. Okay. Next one is I have to close my arrays. I have closed my array. Next one is I have to give index value for those arrays. Okay, echo statement, echo echo statement, and after that the values within the double quotes, the values, you no need to give name, whatever it is you can give. Okay, so the not values, the characters of A is. So next one is to see here, this is the dollar symbol. Here I am going to give index value for each and every element of the array. Okay, so for that I have to use the array name. My array name is A. So next one is I have to give index value for the variables values A, B and C. So for giving the index value for those values, we have to use square bracket. So normally index value always starts with 0 only. Okay, so 0 dot, next one is comma, and next one is dollar symbol A, again is 1. Okay, dot, and last one is dollar symbol A is 2, because the index value of A is 0, of B is 1 and of C is 2. So here I have to give 2 because index value always starts with the 0 and ends with the n minus 1. If you have given 3 values, n minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2. So the last index value of the variable is 2. So with this we can conclude our program. So next one is we have to give the close statement for our program. So control S, save your program. Index array is my program name dot php. To execute this program, please go here, browser. See, within this place you have to give your program name array dot php. So parse error is there, so we have to rectify the error. in your book they have given wrongly, and no variable should start with the double dollar symbol, so that please erase that, and we can see what is the error. See the error carefully, then only we can solve the error easily. Okay, so here I forgot to give semicolon, that is a small thing. I think it's showing the same error only, so let us see what will happen. And again it's showing the same error in line 3. It may be line 4 or yes, line 3, because only 4 lines are there. So again I am going to run the program. So remove these things. Okay, now let us check. Yes, the characters of A is A, B, C. So this is the values. A, B, C are the values I have stored in my array called A. Because some small mistakes are there in your book. If you have rectified those errors, you can get the result. The next one is associative array. Associative array, it is nothing but it is these arrays are a key value pair of data structure. Instead of having storing elements, I am going to give key value for the elements. Instead of having storing the elements in my array, I am going to give my key value. I am going to give key value pair for my array values. That is what associative arrays. So next one is multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array, it is nothing but storing more elements in an multi-dimensional array is nothing but multi-dimensional array is an array containing one or more arrays. If an array containing one or more arrays inside it, that is what known as multi-dimensional array. So these two programs is for your reference, and you have to type the program and getting the result. That is your job, and we can have a doubt solving session through Zoom. If you have any doubts, you can ask the doubts to me in that doubt solving session. Thank you so much, students, for watching my class.